Hello. Hi, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on where you are. I'm getting all my windows up and running here, and my eyes just started watering big time. My left eye, primarily. It's like the right eye says, sure, put the contact lens in there. Yeah, you do whatever you got to do. I'm fine with it. The left eye says, oh, heck no. Keep that out of here. But you know what? I need them both. But no, it's just like on and off. Like it won't be giving me problems all the time, but just like, I don't know, a period of 5 minutes here and there. Seeing if it's actually live so I can see comments. Oops, an error occurred. Unacceptable. Okay. Give it another chance here. It's working hard, I can tell. Okay, error still occurred. I'll go ahead and tweet this. Tweet and Facebook my link. Almost there, send now. That done. So, last time we did this, it was 4th of July Eve. So I hope everybody had a good 4th of July. Mine was good. That whole week was very busy for me in terms of hosting people here. It was like running a little, we're doing a little bed and breakfast thing, it almost felt like, because we had people here Monday night and Tuesday night and Friday, Saturday, Sunday. But it was fun. It was a lot of fun, of course. You just got to make sure you got the coffee ready and, you know, all that business. Okay, now it appears to be going over here. Good morning, Melissa. Melissa and Mariah, those are the first faces I saw. Okay. Gosh. But it still seems like a long time since the last time I was here. I don't know why that is. Oh, Eleni Counts is here, and it's her first time. Oh, no, it's been a while since she's been able to tune in. And Maria is here from Texas, and Emily's here from Dover, Florida. Oh, yeah, my Instagram pic. By the way, I've got a little tuft. Thank you. No, I wanted to go with some color today. And I've actually been challenged by my friend David. He was watching a past beauty broadcast live, and he messaged me on Facebook, and he's like, it was the one where I was debating getting the Urban Decay electric palette because I didn't know if I'd use it a lot, and he says only get it if you do some sort of like challenge where you have to use at least one color every day. Like make it, you know, kind of a thing out of it. And I'm like, that's a really good idea. And then he said I should challenge Kristen to do the same. And then he called me Topi McTope. So I did order it because I haven't seen it locally at my Ulta, or not recently. So I went ahead and ordered it. So once that gets in, it's on. I'm going to be doing a colorful look every day. Oh, hi, Melissa B. I'm feeling good, thank you. My nose has been a little oddly runny this morning, but who knows what that's about. Hi, Gail. Thanks for joining in. Ah! Yay! First-timers. Linda Webb. Hi, Linda. I'm back after 3 weeks suffering with bronchitis, she says. Goodness gracious. Well, I'm glad you're back. And Gracie's here. Hi from Croatia. Do you know where that is? Yeah, I have a rough idea of where that is. I've never been there, though. Kathy's here. Hey, Kathy. Oh, thank you, guys. Thank you for joining in. Everybody's from everywhere. Melissa says, last week you were on talking about nachos, and that night I had to go to Moe's for nachos. Oh, my gosh. You Instagrammed me a photo of it? I'm going to have to look that up. Because you know where I went that night, Melissa? I went to Moe's too. We had to go pick up some things. I'm like, might not be a bad idea to go to Moe's tonight. Not that I've been talking about it all morning on Beauty Broadcast Live. Did you tag me? Under, like, where you go to Instagram and you go to photos of me or something? Because I'm seeing makeup pics, but no nacho pics. Maybe I'm looking in the wrong place. We'll look into that. What's everybody having as their morning or evening or afternoon beverage today? I'm having a little spot of coffee. I feel like I have to have a disclaimer being pregnant and drinking coffee, but a little caffeine is allowed. And I've got when we had our little 4th of July bash, we do names on cups. Does anybody else do that? You know, so you're not constantly either drinking out of someone else's cup or throwing away your cup and getting a new one all the time. So I just continued drinking out of this. I've got some water in here. Oh, good topic. Mariah asks if I've seen the new Milani Bella Eyes gel powder eyeshadows, and I have seen them. I've seen them online, and I hope to get my hands on them very soon. What's really cool is that they're coming out with like 30 shades. Isn't that nuts? 30 freaking colors. I mean, normally, you know, some new formula launches, and okay, here's 5, here's 6. 30! They must be pretty confident, you know? It leads me to believe that they think they've got, like, a great formula going on there. Oh, thank you, Rachel. I guess I don't usually consider myself a makeup artist, per se, but I do think we are all at the very least, we are all our own makeup artists, right? So if you're doing makeup on yourself, you are your own artist. Yes. Oh, coffee and green juice. A lot of coffee drinkers this morning. Water. Yeah, I have so been drinking more water lately. Kind of paranoid about getting dehydrated. And you know what? If you swim, and you guys probably know this, but it's like you're swimming. You're not thinking you're getting really dehydrated or really thirsty, but anytime I swim like laps and stuff, and when I'm in the pool, I don't feel thirsty in the least. When I get out of the pool, and I've been out of the pool for like 5 minutes, suddenly it's like I am so thirsty, and it's like your body is working, and swimming is a great cardio activity, but you can't forget that you do need to actually be drinking water, not just swimming in it. You can still get dehydrated. Oh, thank you, Molly. That's really nice. Iced coffee from the Keurig. Yeah, I've done that before. That's really good. I like that. Raina's here. Oh, she wants to tell you guys something awesome. My sister and I are going to be singing at Loretta Lynn's Ranch in Tennessee on August 30th, and Loretta herself, wait, it's just one. Loretta herself is going to be in concert that night. You have no idea how excited I am. Oh my gosh! That is awesome. That is so freaking cool. I am so happy for you. Yay for you. I would think that would be like just a total singer's dream to have a situation like that. You're going to have to, once that happens, Raina, you're going to have to tell us all about it on here, okay? Oh, Andrea's here, but she's 6 minutes late. Andrea, if you just go see the secretary and get a tardy slip, we'll let you come back. Ooh, Lauren's here from Hotlanta, she says. And Fairy Crypt is here from Houma, Louisiana. She even gave me a pronunciation key on that. Oh, yay! Baby Justin's trying to stay up and enjoy this, but just got off a 12-hour shift. Dang. Yeah, Nicole says, drink plenty of water. I was so sick during my pregnancy that I was hospitalized 4 times due to dehydration. Um, oh, Taryn's here. She's watching from Nashville. Thought of a video or blog post idea that I selfishly want for me, LOL. I'd love to hear your ideas on the most kissable lipsticks for dates and such. I'm getting into the dating world after my divorce, and I'd love some ideas for lip products that aren't going to get in the way of a first kiss. Oh yeah, that's a good idea. You don't want, you know, the awkward or like, hold on, this is really goopy. Let me let me remove that. That's funny. That's a great point, though. And I've done nothing like that before, so that sounds like a good idea. What app do you use for Instagram? Well, sometimes on Instagram, especially when it's like a video I want to let you guys know about that I've done. Let's say, for example, this thing. Like I did a what's new kind of deal here, and I had little words on the side and stuff. I actually made that on my computer, and then I emailed it to myself, and the app is called the website is called PicMonkey. P-I-C, monkey, like .com. And you can get on there, and you can add words. You can do little graphics, overlays. You can put your own like flip art or overlay type pictures on there. All kinds of stuff. You can change the colors of your font. You can adjust the light of your pictures and stuff like that. So that's awesome. And then other times, if I'm just in Instagram or I've got a picture that I want to do something cool with, I have this app called A Beautiful Mess. It looks like that's what the icon will look like on your apps and everything. And you can do collages there. You can also take a solo picture and put a border on it. What else does it let you do? Lets you do a background if you want to. It's got like these old school little, you can't really see them, but like lined paper stuff. Just all kinds of things. But PicMonkey, if you're on your computer and you ever have, like, if you do YouTube videos and you ever want your thumbnail to be a little bit, you know, fancy, if you want to do something more to add to it, if you want to collage several pictures together, go to PicMonkey.com, and it's a great, easy way to do that. What foundation am I wearing today? I'm doing the Estee Lauder Double Wear Face and Body today. You should download the app called Add Water. It even addresses pregnancy. I only use the free version. Interesting. Does it like remind you to drink? Does it give you some massive alert? Hey, drink some water. Oh. One brand tutorial on Ulta and or Sephora brand products. Oh yeah. Yes, I would need to get some more things, but I actually have been slowly accumulating some different Ulta brand things. I don't have as much of the Sephora stuff, but Ulta, yeah, I'm definitely getting to a point where I think I could do something like that. By the way, I hate shirts that come out like this. Why did I get it? I don't know, because it's a maternity type of top and it accommodates this. Here, let me see if I can. The bumpage. This really makes my bump look very big. But I always feel like let's just do either tank top or let's do sleeve. This, and I've always been self-conscious about the size of my massive guns, and so what you gonna do? Oh, thank you, Myers Medley. Y'all, yeah, I like to say y'all for the Southerners out there sometimes, and the fact that I kind of sometimes feel like I'm in the South where I live here. So, sorry, I'm trying to get my comments. See, now my eye feels fine. I was complaining about my eye at the start. Now it feels fine. It's an on and off thing. It's like my left eye just wants to remind me, hey, I'm here. I'm functioning for you, okay? Um, oh, and PicMonkey has a premium option as well, which I do have. You pay a little bit for it, but I think it's very much worth it if you do, you know, thumbnails all the time and all that business. Is there a makeup collection video in the future? Yes. I was actually gonna, in my ultra ambitious mind, I was going to try to shoot that whole thing before I did this morning, and then I was like, no, I better eat something. And then the amount of time it took me to eat something took up all the time it was going to take me to shoot the video. So I'm going to have to do that later or possibly tomorrow morning. So, and it's not that I got a lot to, I mean, I got a little clutter out here that I need to put away, but everything in the drawers is pretty much, you know, how it's going to be for the video, but just need to shoot it. And I know it's going to be kind of long and kind of take me a long time to edit, but I'll get it done here soon. It'll probably, I mean, I'm hoping it's the next thing I post on my main channel. Favorite place to shop for maternity stuff? Ross. Yeah. I spent way too much on like this topic. I think it was Kohl's. You know, like I'm not into paying $25, $30 for a maternity top. I don't know why I did it. I may have gotten a little discount on it when I was there, but no, Ross is the place. Ross is where you find cute stuff, and it's like $6, $7. I'm like, I can handle that. I hate spending a lot of money on clothes. Oh, I have not been using the tweet chat here lately, FYI, simply because it's a lot to keep track of. I kind of struggle to keep track of the YouTube comments as is, but just so you know, if you comment here under the video, it'll be the best place to comment. Did you do a video on the BH Cosmetics Forever Nude? Oh, her boyfriend was super sweet and surprised her with it yesterday. Well, that's nice. No, I haven't gone ahead and done a review on that, and I'm glad you brought that up because I'm totally ready to do one. I really want to, because that happened to be something where during the move, a lot of makeup was getting kind of, excuse me, packed away and stuff. And so I had that out, and I was like, it's got my blush in it, it's got eyeshadow colors in it, and I use that thing so much. And I really like the eyeshadow colors and stuff, but it's kind of funny. It kind of reminds me of the type of look that you get with like the Coastal Scents Revealed 2 palette, but just with more of a multi-purpose face type thing. I didn't really like the lip colors in the Forever Nude palette, but I did really love the eyeshadows. Have you had any skin changes during your pregnancy? Yes. I noticed at first my skin was a lot more dry than usual, like right away. And so that was something I had to deal with, and I had great luck using like CeraVe products and stuff like that. Like the hydrating cleanser has been great. There's a moisturizing cream in a tub that's great for like really dry spots. So that was something I noticed, was the dryness. And then what else? This is something that actually somebody just mentioned it in a comment yesterday on a video, and it's something I've been kind of wanting to address, but I haven't quite been sure how. Hi, Miss Crystal. Miss Crystal Makeup's here. But it's something I had dealt with back when I was just on like the birth control pill, and hormonally it brought this about in my skin. But are you guys familiar with what melasma or mask of pregnancy is? It's kind of like a would hyperpigmentation be the word? It's like it comes off looking kind of like sunspots, and initially that's all I thought it was. because I had, like, it was kind of just showing up in very small areas, like right here on the tops of my cheeks. And this was way back, like, I don't know, maybe a couple of years ago when I first started noticing it, just in that small way. And I kind of was thinking it was sunspots because I felt like it became more apparent as I was out in the sun, which is definitely something that can happen with melasma and stuff. But then my mom had kind of warned me. She was like, when I went through pregnancy, I had mask of pregnancy, which is, you know, something that shows up kind of right in here, right in this area. And it did start to, I guess, grow or expand a little bit. Like I noticed just once I got pregnant, I noticed it just continuing. Like it went from a small spot here to kind of coming downward onto my cheeks a little bit. So we're talking dark, kind of maybe birthmark looking patches, but definitely not as dark as like a mole or something. You know what I mean? Is anybody following this? I don't know. I'm expecting like instant comments, but I know everything's a little bit delayed. So anyway, that developed throughout the pregnancy, and now I definitely have that going on. Naturally, I am into makeup and I cover it up, but it's happening right under here. And sometimes if I turn into a certain angle, I'm wearing the most hardcore, like, great foundation ever, so it's not really showing through right now. But if I wear lighter covers things, I can see it. Or if I don't conceal it as well, I can see it. And there was a video, may have been pre-pregnancy, where a little bit of some of this was showing, and somebody made a comment that was like, what did they say? Like, you look like you've been punched in the face, or who's been punching you in the face? And I got so like, oh my gosh, do people think I've been getting punched in the face? like I got, I don't know, just, I won't say I felt offended, but I just felt kind of like, oh crap, you know, does it look that apparent or whatever? And so it worried me, and then I started to really want to keep it covered up, you know, at all costs. But now, I mean, I feel like, I don't know, I won't say I feel more secure about it, but I just kind of know that the longer I've had to deal with this and the more it's shown up during pregnancy, the more I feel like there's got to be other women out there who have had this or who have struggled with how to cover it up and how to deal with it. And I mean, for my mom, she said, you know, she had it during her pregnancy and then it went away after. Yeah, it's odd. It just kind of fades away, and it has no raised texture. It has no there's nothing I can really say about it other than it comes off like just a little bit of darkness, and I imagine people could get it in various spots all over their face, but you could Google melasma or mask of pregnancy and probably see a lot of people's pictures, but I think it's very common to get it kind of right on top of your cheekbones. And it's definitely something to work with because that's where you naturally like might look like you've got a dark circle around your eye, you know, and so it's kind of a hard place really to work with. But I've kind of taken it on as since I'm into makeup, obviously, I've kind of taken it on as my thing to try to see if I can come up with a solution for it. And Melissa Price says she got it on her chin area when she was pregnant with her first, and said it looked like a dark birthmark, and it took a while to fade away. Yeah, so it's real. It's a real thing that people deal with. So I don't know. Maybe a video would be in order for that, because I feel like I've gotten. I'm not trying to like pat myself on the back here, but I feel like I have gotten pretty good at dealing with it and being able to mask it a little bit. Yeah, the best thing that I can tell you right now, and you'll see me mention this. If I ever do a video on it, I'll totally be mentioning it. But this kind of foundation can pretty much single-handedly cover it up with no concealer needed. If you have anything that is, I don't know, tattoo type level that you need to cover up, Try the Estee Lauder Double Wear Maximum Cover Face and Body. It spreads. It has a different consistency than regular Double Wear, and the coverage is just really phenomenal. So I'm creamy tan in this, and I wear that a lot. I can still cover with concealer if I use a lighter foundation or if I just want to use a tinted moisturizer, but that's like the quickest way because, I mean, my face really doesn't hardly require concealer when I put that stuff on. So, have you had any new cravings? Kind of, yes. I really gave into my York peppermint patty craving. Yeah, they're great. It only takes me, see, some people are like, you know, if I get started eating candy, I could eat a whole bag. For me, I don't need a ton of sweet. Like, if I could just have 2 little ones, good. You know, craving fulfilled. So that's how I feel. Now, if it's a bag of chips, I don't know. You're gonna have to take those away from me. Oh, Mia M. She says, can you review the Maybelline Color Tattoo Leather Collection? That would be today's review. It's happening today. I have 2 of them, and I'll be reviewing them on the Express channel today, doing a little demo with them. I have the one called Deep Forest. It's like a very dark, like the color of dark khaki pants that are walking the line between dark khaki and green, and then the black. So, yay! I love when people ask for something that I'm just about to do. Woohoo! Yeah, my red Solo cup. How do you plan to feed Belle? Well, breastfeeding is the plan. And, oh my gosh, you guys, I meant to tell you about this right off the bat. I signed up for some classes, baby classes to take. Yeah, it's going to be, these are free to us through the hospital. And the first one is a childbirth class. And that's going to be this Saturday, and it's like an all-day thing. Like, Tyler and I will both go. It's like 9 to 4:30. And I guess they'll cover everything. They also had it set up like where it was maybe 4 times a month, but we just figured it'd be easier to knock it all out in one day. So we're doing that, and then I signed up for the breastfeeding course as well, which is like a 2-hour thing in a couple weeks. But I'm really excited. I'm such a dork. I'm going to be like taking notes. It's going to be like old times in school. But it's going to be really fun. I'll totally let you know how that goes. Oh, okay. Miss Crystal says, you're describing melasma perfectly. Birthmark type look, patches. You can get it on your top lip, around the cheeks too. And she had it with a particular birth control, but when she got off that one, it went away. And yeah, what was interesting was as soon as I went off of birth control pill, and I was telling you I had like a little bit of this, almost like mistaking it for a sunspot type of thing. But I noticed it fading, like very, very quickly. But then the pregnancy happened so soon after that, and it was like, okay, my little friend is back. I sometimes lovingly refer to it as my stripes because it comes off like right here. Ooh, sorry, I'm getting a little frozen over here. No, thank you guys for your niceness about people making comments or making people feel insecure. I mean, I know that like sometimes people just make comments out of there's a tactful way to say things, you know, and then some people just let that fly out the window on YouTube and just like say whatever the heck that pops into their head. And I know most people don't even mean anything by it, but it kind of like instantly just shocks you into, I thought nothing of the sort, you know, and then now apparently that's the way somebody sees it. But I love you guys. You're very nice to me. Thank you. Thank you for letting me talk. What shampoo are you currently using? I am currently using, what's it called? It's a chlorine removal shampoo. What's the name? Aqua Swim? Dang it, this is gonna bug me. I'm gonna have to look it up. Something Swim. Is it Aqua Swim? Might not be it. No. Ultra Swim. Ultra Swim. Yeah, I thought I should use that because I felt like I was getting buildup in my hair after a while with this pool situation, and I got it at Ulta. It was kind of drugstore priced. I got the shampoo and the conditioner. The shampoo seems to do really well getting rid of the chlorine and taking away any feeling of buildup. The conditioner, however, and I do plan to review this, but the conditioner seems so liquidy and thin, and I don't find it to be any better than any other conditioner that I've used, and I don't think it's really doing the hardcore cleansing of your hair that the shampoo is. So I have kind of been just tossing on my Carol's Daughter Minoy repairing hair mask type thing to help me out, and using that thing I mentioned in the favorites video, which is the Not Your Mother's detangler, conditioning detangler. That's good stuff. Very, very good. Helps you get through your hair, but it kind of gives your hair back a little something extra. Oh, Dutch Strawberry says, what did I miss? I needed a coffee top off. Goodness. I don't know. It's been random. How is the nursery coming along? I've ordered the furniture, and I'm waiting for it to come. I ordered a crib, a changing table, and a chest of drawers. So once that comes, I was thinking of doing like some funny video on us trying to assemble everything. Obviously not the full assembly, but you know, just showing that. Like, I want to do, the way I want to do the nursery is not like, hey, here's our finished nursery, but I want to do like periodically, you know, stuff. So the first thing I'll do, I think, might be, here's us getting our furniture together, and it'll look very bare bones because it'll just be the painted room with the furniture in it, but then we'll start adding, you know, some decor. I really want to get a glider type chair, you know, like I could test gliders all day and be the happiest person ever. Oh, vlog the baby class? Do you think the other couples would mind? Don't mind me. I'm just gonna have a camera on back here. It could be fun. You know, I'm gonna be prepared to do it if things seem, you know, appropriate for that. How would you feel if you had to get a C-section? Kind of scared. Not gonna lie. I'm kind of scared about just having a baby at all, like naturally. So. I mean, I don't know. Whatever is best to be done, whatever needs to be done, I assume you're going to get a C-section if somebody's determined, hey, this is what has to happen, we got to get the baby out now, this is the way it needs to be done. You know, I will trust that that is what is best for me and feel okay about it. I'm sure zillions are done all the time. But I have, and I'm going to sound like a, I don't know what, but I've never had surgery. I've never been cut into or anything like that. So, like, I don't know. Little feeling funny about that whole idea. And I think it would make me a little more nervous than just having the baby naturally. But like I said, if it's got to be done, it's got to be done. And you got to just go with it, right? Your thoughts on the NYX Butt Naked palette as an all-inclusive travel palette? I may have that very handy right now so I can get a closer look at it. do you know? I do. I'm here. See? Just my bun. Okay, so this is the Butt Naked Eyes palette. I have not talked about this in a long time. First reason why I think it'd be good for travel is this mirror is awesome. Look at that. Big. And it kind of sits up at the right level. Like if you were sitting this up on top of somewhere high and you were looking into it, that's good. And a lot of, you know, if you're a neutral fan, I mean, what's not to like here? Darks, mediums, lights, various textures. There's a lot of matte in here, but there's some shimmer as well. So that's nice. And then down beneath, you pull out this. 4 blushes, a kind of matte but light bronzer, and like a peachy highlight and a golden candlelight type of highlight. I'd say this would be a really nice thing for travel, you know? That's a lot of stuff in one palette. And when you think about what you're eliminating blush compacts, you're eliminating a highlighter. This is matte, this is a bronzer. You couldn't have probably medium to tan skin and expect that to show up, but if you were light skin or fair, that could be really good. So I think, all in all though, it's a pretty good space saver. It's a really sturdy palette, plus the mirror, like I said. So yeah, I would totally make the case for that as a travel palette. Another thing I wanted to tell you guys about, I was on the Lady Moss website last week, and I was getting some false eyelashes, and I noticed they are selling LA Girl cosmetics there. And I'd been wanting to try these lip paints because so many people said, are they like Too Faced Melted? Are they a dupe for that? The quick answer to that is I think they're a lot more like an OCC lip tar than the Melted. The Too Faced Melted products are almost like a velvety kind of lip cream. You might notice a little bit of shine when you first put it on, but they really go matte quickly, and there's like a thickness to them. These LA Girl glazed lip paints they remind me so much of the OCC lip tars, even right down to the way they smell. But anyways, they were selling them in a 6-pack. Yep, came home with a 6-pack. Okay. Yep. See, I got all the shades, and it was not a ridiculous price. Let me look it up actually for you. I got them, and because I really wanted to try all the shades, you know. And so I'm going to Lady Moss. They've got the glazed. Let me see here. Okay, it was a 6-piece set for $17.99, which I think is reasonable for 6 products. And so the ones I've been using, I haven't even busted them all open yet, but the one I've been using the most is called Blushing, and I love it. It's like a really pretty mauve-ish kind of purpley type shade. This applicator, not precise. Would not recommend like just squirting it out and putting it all over your lips because these aren't sheer, they're really, really colorful. So grab a lip brush, and I just squeeze a little bit out of the top and just get some off with the lip brush. But Blushing I really like. And then today I'm wearing this orange called Hot Mess. And I've been drinking coffee, you know, still totally even color. Drinking out of a straw, doing whatnot. So got that, and then the other shades that I have not yet worn, there are 2 pinks in there. One's called Bombshell, and one's called Baby Doll. So like bright magenta, and then I'm guessing like a baby pink. There's a purple. And there is, that one's called Soy? What? Joy? Koi! It's called Koi. And then this one's called Pinup, the red. And I mean, there's nothing nude about any of these, so you might just be like, ugh, I wouldn't wear any of those shades except maybe the one, then don't get the set. But if you're intrigued about the whole set, I've enjoyed these two so far. Haven't messed with those yet, but I thought it was cool that they offered the entire 6, right? Pretty good price. Pretty pleased. Sorry, everything froze, so I had to restart this thingamajig. First time I caught this live. Oh, yay, I'm glad you're loving it. Usually go live Thursdays at 9 a.m. Central Time. Occasionally, if I can't do it at this time, I'll do it on a weekend. But pretty much, this is the time. And I go till about like 10:30. Oh, Linda says, not beauty related, but you should get a Yonana thing. Frozen bananas and fruit. No sugar, no chemicals, just healthy treats, and it's cold. It's like soft serve ice cream. Got mine from QVC. Oh, Linda, I think I saw that at Walmart, actually. That was why I instantly saw the word Yonana and I knew how to pronounce it. No, that sounds really good. So you really don't add anything to it? It's just the fruit? Man, think of all the things you could do, like mango stuff. You get frozen mangoes, and so I guess it just got to be frozen. You send it through the little, and it comes out like ice cream. Linda, that sounds like a really good thing for me. That would be really healthy. Good way to get some fruit in me, right? Do you like the e.l.f. eyelashes? I bought some yesterday. I don't know what to think. Bianca, I have not had great experiences with the e.l.f. false eyelashes. I don't know if they've changed them, done something new, put out something different, but they had like a natural and a dramatic, and I found that the band always wanted to go so straight, and it was very flimsy. Like other lashes have a nice kind of gentle bend to them, something like this. And these will keep that look. You know, once I take them off the band, they'll continue to stay curved and will very easily lay down on my lash line. But the e.l.f. ones, you know, I love a $1 false lash to work, but I don't really like those very much. Now there is a kind of lash, maybe I still, oh yeah. Okay, I think I got these from Dollar General for between $1 and $2, and they're called Broadway, and these are nice, really nice. So if you're wanting to stock up on cheap lashes and you have a Dollar General around, check them out. Have you heard of Refashionista? No, I have not. Would love to know what your favorite or most used drugstore palette is. Most used favorite. Probably any number of the, I mean, if you consider them, they're kind of big, so I kind of think of them as palettes, but like my Wet n Wild Comfort Zone or the Pedal Pusher. Like, these are so nice. For as much as I use these, you'd never know, because it doesn't look like I'm making any progress toward using any of these shades up. But I swear it only takes a little bit, and I love the tones in this. Love those greens, and I also love this one. So those are a couple, like, I mean, those have been out for a while. Those are not new things, and they continue to be kind of front and center in my mind when I'm thinking about using some sort of drugstore eye palette. Okay, where are those 6 lip products sold? They sell them in a set of 6 at ladymoss.com, LADYMOSS, and that's a site where I've been getting like the Red Cherry brand false lashes, some of the cheapest, best lashes. And yeah, I realized recently they're selling the lip paints. They have a select amount of like makeup on there. And you could buy them on their own, but they sell them in the set of 6. They came like just bundled up with this rubber band around them. And I'm like, okay, that's cool. I'm game. Let's try these puppies out. Oh, good. Yay! Ashley asked last week about wedding makeup. She watched all the wedding videos and loved them. Ah! That's awesome! Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. The eyeshadow look today is, I feel like I've just kind of been talking about my face of the day just piece by piece, and that's fine. But the eyeshadow is this Revlon Color Stay Quad in Wild. So this is what it looks like. I talked about this in a haul. Two very vibrant matte shades. Like, really. I'm wearing them kind of soft. Look how bold these are, though. Serious, right? This flaky, not so nice, pearly white, and then a flaky, not so nice golden shade. But these two are the rock stars. And so I did use a little bit of the white around my inner corner, and then I used the dark teal all over my lid and just blended above that really lightly with the orange, just to give, like, when my eyes are open, it gives kind of a warm cast all around it. Makes me think of like the ocean water and a sunset coming down right over it, right? And then on the outsides, I have a little bit of the blue just on the lower part as well. So these are kind of cool. Revlon's got, and they got that purple and gold one I was wearing not too long ago. Kleenex. Cue the Kleenex. What else am I wearing? I'm wearing my Coastal Scents Forever blush in Lovely. So bright. Like, it's looking more pink than it is. It's actually more coral. Very deceptive lighting right here. And the, of course, webcam quality, but that's what's right there. This is like a kind of a satin finish type blush. And I've got a little Mary Luminizer right here. And again, the lip paint in Hot Mess. Oh, thank you, Megan. Thank you so much. I'm so glad you feel that way. And you know what? Isn't it easy for everybody to get into ruts sometimes with their makeup? Just using stuff that you like, and you know, it's fine, it looks good, but it's easy to keep reaching for the same stuff. That's why I'm kind of excited for my little Urban Decay Electric Palette Challenge, where I will document this. I think I'm going to document it on my blog and on Instagram every day, using at least one color from that palette in my look. Oh my gosh, Jackie St. Germain found the lip paints at Kmart. I don't have a Kmart around me, so I would not have known that. Thank you for saying that. Sorry if I'm missing some of these comments. I have to like switch over between newest and top comments, because otherwise then they won't show up for me. Andrea C. says, I'm a triplet. Can you imagine having 3 at a time? I don't know how my mom did it. No, I can't. What would be really crazy is if you didn't know there were 3 in there. Or maybe you just thought it was twins, and then, oh, hey, one more. Oh, yeah, Sammy Weaver says, Yo Nana is an amazing machine. I recommend you get one. And Linda Webb says, just the fruit, nothing else. I love it. See, that's great. If it's simple, I will use it. If it's not simple, I may buy it, but then I know myself. I will not necessarily keep using it. So I am pretty pumped. I think I'll check it out and see, double check what's at Walmart next time I'm there. Favorite red cherry lashes. Love the number 42. Wait, 42 or 43? I'm losing it. I'm losing it, guys. I can't even remember. Red Cherry, it's number 43. Yep. 43s I love for big dramatic lashes, and more recently what I've been wearing, what you may have seen me in some recent videos, are the 415s. They look like this, but I gave them a little trim. I trimmed off. I always trim from the long side because then I feel like the short side is really tapered in and cut so it will blend with your shorter lashes here. So I never want to take that away so I don't have a jump off. So I always trim from the outside, and I think I just trimmed one segment of those off. But I'm liking those a lot. I got several sets of those with that order, with the lip paints, and I got the 523s, which seem even bigger. You know, for all my special occasion parties I'm going to these days, not. For all the times I'm getting glammed up and hitting the club. But I do like those a lot. The red cherries are awesome. Ardell, I'm really getting frustrated with Ardell. I think their quality on almost anything I've tried recently from Ardell has been poo. I'm sorry, but it's gone downhill for me. The bands are not as stiff as they used to be. Like the lashes, I'm not getting as much wear out of them, like reusing multiple times. And they cost like twice as much as a pair of red cherry ones. And those I could wear like, if somebody told me you can only wear one set for a month, what would you pick? I'd say I'd probably wear the red cherries because they can take it. Boom! It's getting heated. It's getting very heated. Got the Alex 9 drawers and I'm obsessed, says Michaela. Don't you love them? I love them. They hold so much. Hi, Tara from Orange County, California. Are you a real housewife of Orange County? Are you buying the Cat Eyes palette from Sephora? Is that the Too Faced Cat Eyes palette? I don't have that. I'm thinking about getting it. I feel like I've been talking a lot of Too Faced lately because I had these two that I reviewed, and I've still got more Too Faced things to talk about. They've got this thing called the Hangover RX, which is like a primer, and it seems just kind of like a little like added moisturizer. It doesn't do a lot of the things that some of those silky smooth primers do. And then another thing coming up from me will be reviews on their like tinted lip balms. So can't wait to continue to test because some of those I'm not liking everything. I'm not liking all of those, but I will keep using them. My earrings, I got these from Forever 21. They look like a little piece of turquoise. It's got like little dark lining through it. You know, kind of like authentic turquoise looking. Beth, no, I haven't been doing tweet chat along with these here lately. I've just been doing the comments just so, because I feel like I would be more likely to miss stuff when I had them both going at once. Oh my gosh, Juliana got surgery yesterday, so that means I'm going to be having myself an Emily marathon. Woohoo! Heck yeah. I'm down with that. I've had a lot of questions about the Lorac Pro 2 palette. My story is so far so good with it. I like the textures of them. Somebody told me they thought it was too flaky or whatever, or too powdery when you put your brush in, but that's the exact way the Lorac Pro, the first edition, was, you know. So if you hated that about that palette, it's more of that in this other one. But I think it's just kind of a fact of life type issue where you're going to put your brush in, you're going to tap off the excess, and then you're going to go to town, you know. Like I do that with almost every eyeshadow as it is, so I mean, I don't mind if it's going to be pigmented, if it's going to really be a what you see is what you get type of color. I don't mind that. How do I get into lashes? Well, Bridget, first off, don't just expect for it to work perfectly the first time, because I know it didn't for me. Don't think, okay, I'm having a great night out. I'm going to put these lashes on. It's going to be the perfect finishing touch for my look, and then I'm going to go party. Like, practice. Lead up to it. If you know you've got a big thing coming up and you really want to look absolutely fierce and put some lashes on, like, get a little practice under your belt with it. Make sure you know, like, how are they lasting on me? Was this set too long left to right? Should I have trimmed it up a little bit? You know, like, all these kinds of things to consider. Just, I mean, practice, 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 number one. Number two, I have a video called False Lashes 101, and it's like, what different styles are out there, what you could pick out to get different kinds of looks, how to put them on, how to take them off, how to clean them off, and then get them ready to be reused. So I would totally recommend that video. Just Google like False Eyelashes 101 and it should come up. But I really, you know, it's just going to be nothing but frustrating, and you're going to feel so scarred by false lashes if you try them one time and it didn't work, which it probably won't if it's just your first time, and then, you know, you went out, they started to peel off or something, and you're like, okay, never again, this was too much trouble. Like, if you get scarred, it's going to be hard to come back to it. But if you practice up and, you know, you maybe have some spare time at the end of a day, start messing around with them. Ooh, Jackie St. Germain just ordered the Mary Luminizer off of Haute plus the Balm Jovi and Balm Voyage, my first balm purchases. Yay! I want to see the bump, she says. Is the balm on Haute today? I didn't even know. I will show you the bump. I have to get up kind of slowly still because my tailbone still kind of hurts, but this top's a little loose, but that's it right there. There's a baby in there. There's a human in my belly. Do you have any baby names picked out? Yes. Her name is Belle. Not Bella, not Isabel, but just Belle. B-E-L-L-E. And it was so cool because my doctor said he watched the baby name reveal video, and he said he really liked the way we did it. I was like, awesome! That blush looks amazing. This blush, Sunbeam, would it be good for women of color? Oh my gosh, absolutely. These Forever blushes from Coastal Scents, there are so many really rich shades. Like, this is so pigmented. This would give you kind of like a rosy, bright, like hot corally type of look. More coral than you're seeing here in this lighting. I don't know why it's making it look so pink, but those Forever blushes are really good. They remind me a lot of like sleek blushes, which are also super rich. Can you consider doing another Husband Does My Makeup? Like, see if Tyler improved any? Could be fun. He did my hair. What was that, around Christmas time when he did my hair? It was not bad. Or my husband gives me a pedicure, because that's going to be what we're like actually going to be doing soon. Because I'm like, I have no torso, and it's really kind of hard for me to get down there. And I'm like, bub, would you consider painting my toenails? He's like, yeah, I think I could do it. Like, I think he feels pretty confident about it, actually. So maybe I'll just lay there and shoot a vlog. Did they discontinue the Blue Had Me at Hello Wet n Wild palette? I haven't been able to find it in months, maybe even a year. Dutch Strawberry, now that you mention it, I haven't seen it out either. like, I don't think I've ever consciously, like, thought about, oh my gosh, that's been discontinued, but you're right. Like, I don't think there's even a slot for it. Like, when I've seen the Wet and Wild display, it's like they put out Comfort Zone and they put out Pedal Pusher, but I haven't seen that one. What lash glue is your fave? Gosh, we've been talking so much about false eyelashes today. It's all good. Revlon Precision Lash Glue, lash adhesive, is my favorite. Because I feel like I get just the right amount on the lash band. I can make Duo work, but I almost always get too much on. So this gives me just the thinnest amount. It holds. It peels off easily. What else about it? Oh, it gets to that tacky place a little bit quicker than Duo glue does. You know, like when you've got the glue on there and you don't want to immediately sit them on your lash line because they could just fall right off. They won't cling. So that you let the glue get tacky. This gets tacky faster, like 30 seconds. So, can she see the comments? Yes, Angie, I can. Did you ever go through the super thin eyebrow phase when you were younger, where you went tweezer happy in middle school? Oh my gosh, Jordan, yes. If you would like to see photos of that phase, what was the video called? My top 5 makeup mistakes or something? It was high school for me, and I went for Pamela Anderson super thin brows. They did nothing for me. So, like, anytime somebody gets on my YouTube videos and says, your brows are too thick, you should thin them out, I'm like, I did that already, I didn't like it. Like, seriously, I went there and no. This is pretty much like my brows naturally want to be thick. They want to be a unibrow. They want to grow all in here and out here and up here. So I feel like if I just let them be kind of thick, I'm kind of working with nature a little bit, right? Oh, noticed a door in the hallway when I was doing another video the other day. That door, can you see it? Just to the, yeah, it's like a little high door and there's a little bit of a vent under it. That is actually just to the heating and air unit for the upstairs. Yes. I wish it was like to some cool, fun place. But it's just like something, it's not actually a room, you just kind of open it up and it's got the whole, yeah, unit in there. Yep. There is a cool surprise spot, though, in the nursery room. So that's going to be fun to show you guys. Unexpected, cool, totally like fun kid type thing. Ooh, Catherine's tuning in from Illinois. Me too. Doing my makeup with the new Balm Voyage palette I got yesterday. My local Kohl's started carrying the balm. Lucky you. My Kohl's never got on that train. Have you had good experiences shopping at Cherry Culture? Yes. Yep. I have had fast shipping. Everything was packaged well. Nothing broken. They give you like a free lip balm or lip gloss or something. Is LA, as soon as you bring that up, don't they sell LA Girl as well on there? I could be wrong. But they do NYX stuff. You can sometimes find some good discontinued stuff there. Oh, thank you, Katrina. Thank you, thank you. I feel very tropical today. Like Chiquita banana or something. Some such thing. Tarina Tarantino is on Hot Look. Yeah. If you want to see a few things that I have that I got like the last time she was on Hot Look, go to beautybroadcast.net and in the little search box put Tarina Tarantino, because I got a couple of lipsticks that are really nice, and a neat little one of her eyeshadow palettes that reminds me a lot of the Dior Rosy Tan that everybody raves about. It's the one in Delightful. I'm not even sure if they're selling it this time around, but it's the Jewel eyeshadow palette. These are so pretty. Such pretty packaging. These ovals, mirror, and then this is what it looks like. That's a pink right there. This is a matte brown, kind of frosty peach and white, and then like a taupe. Super pretty. More info on my blog, but I haven't tried a ton from the Tarina Tarantino line, but I did like the lipsticks. The lipsticks are a super deluxe packaging. Like if you're a packaging freak and you love pretty packaging. How quickly can I find it? Oh no! Just a second. Okay. Hang in there with me. I've started digging, so I've got to come up with it now. There it is. You're going to love this packaging. This is in the shade, I have it in the shade Pink Elephant. Okay. It's heavy. This is there's no way I can really portray what the weight of this is, but it's heavy. It's got these beautiful, like, rhinestones all around it. Pink lipstick. Very, very deluxe type of packaging. Really nice, like, ugh. Closes down right on there, nice and snug. If you don't need another lipstick and you're not really turned on by this packaging, then don't go there, but, like, it's a nice lip color. I think I tried them on in the blog post. Ah, but what is it about that? That's so beautiful. This should not be in a drawer right now. Can you do a car video? Well, would you guys find that interesting? What's in my car? I'm trying to keep a lot of things out of my car. I used to have a very cluttered car, and now I like it very uncluttered. I really like to keep nothing in there because that's the stuff you lose and forget about, right? Tyler might have secretly had to practice because he does have sisters. That's right. I wonder if he ever did their nails. He has 3 younger sisters. Lexi just ordered the Yo Nana. Oh, thank you, Ebru. Love you too. Will you be reviewing those new Milani eyeshadows, the ones that are like the cream powder, those brand new ones? I hope to. I hope to find them soon. They may send them out. I mean, Milani has sent me things for review in the past, but I never know for sure. But I haven't seen them anywhere in a store near me yet. If Belle was a boy, what would her name have been? We had a few boy names that we liked that we were tossing around but hadn't actually settled on, like, if it's a boy, it will be this, you know? So we hadn't actually gotten to that stage at that point in time. So we had a few boy names that we liked, but maybe one day I'll have a boy, so maybe I don't want to share that yet. Exactly what was being considered. But I like short names. I've got a thing for short names, and with the last name, you know, my last name on TV news and is kind of carried over to all this stuff is Emily Eddington, but that's not my legal married last name. You know, it's Dealey. So that's Tyler's last name. That's, you know, what my last name legally is. It wasn't that on the news, and, you know, publicly, then, you know, this turned out to be Eddington too, because it was just like, that's my public name that is out there. But No, I like a very simple sounding name with that last name. It's Norwegian. Oh, will you be getting a wedding ring dupe set if your fingers swell? Or will you just not wear anything later in your pregnancy? Oh gosh, I didn't even think of that. It's really this is totally fitting me right now. I'm hoping I don't have to go there. Fingers crossed. um, my wedding ring was just the teeniest. I won't say it was big on me, but like here's what I've got. I've got knuckles that are a little bit bigger that like this feels kind of loose right here, but the knuckle really holds it on. But I hope I don't have to I hope my fingers don't swell up. And I'm getting close to I mean, I've still got a ways to go, of course, but I mean, I'm at 30 weeks right now. But if it happens, maybe I'll come up with something. Because, yeah, I'd still like to wear something, obviously. It's a good idea. 40% off clearance today at Mally Beauty. Today's the last day. Did not know that. Like at mallybeauty.com. When's my birthday? December 27th. 2 days after Christmas. Spin around the makeup room. Yes, we must. Sorry, just seeing if because anytime I do spin around the makeup room, then I have to take a short break from the comments, so I'm just seeing. Okay, it seems to be a little bit stuck on the comments from before. So, okay. This is the official game show of Beauty Broadcast Live where I spin around and I grab 5 things. Sorry. My nose is like wanting to run just a little bit. But I grab 5 things out of my drawers and I give you a quick random review on them. And I close my eyes so I don't know what I'm grabbing. And since my storage has changed, I really don't know what I'm grabbing. So here we go. Okay. There's 1. 2. Let's go down here. 2, 3. This way. I know what drawer I'm in now. I can just tell. It's the Wet n Wild stuff. That's 4. And then over here. Okay, 5. 5 random things. Wow, really random. Okay. Here's what I have. I got a Wet n Wild, one of those matte lipsticks in 908C. Looking a lot like MAC Rebel. So a very like dark berryish color. These lipsticks, they're very intense. You know, they're really pigmented. A little bit drying, definitely something I'd want to wear a lip balm under. But, I mean, I do like them. And they've got some very, like, I don't know, unusual colors. Like a range of, I have a lot of orangey ones, you know, and random really, really dark colors, kind of like this. So that's cool. The Magic Skin Beautifier from L'Oreal BB. I believe I talked about this when I compared 4 BB creams in a video. But this is one of those kind of like Almay Smart Shade type items because it will come out white and then there's little beads that are going to blend into your skin. I mean, it's super light coverage. If that's what you're after, you might like it. But think, If you didn't like Almay Smart Shade stuff, you're probably not going to be real keen on this. But it says, again, it's going to prime, perfect, hydrate, correct, flawless, bare skin finish. It's not flawless. If you got flaws, if you got zits all over and dark circles, it's not going to cover those things up. Just saying. And I didn't find this to really hydrate much either. I need to use a separate moisturizer with that. Just so you know. I pulled out the Bare Minerals Ready Foundation in medium beige. Powder foundation. Gotta admit, I have not used this a lot. Have not. Just to, like, here or there. So maybe this is something I should leave out for myself and mess around with a little bit more. Texture of it seems, I can just kind of tell by swatching it and stuff that it's not really super full coverage, but I need to mess with that one some more. I pulled out this Wet n Wild Color Icon Trio. This is called Soldiers and Charms. This was from that Army collection. Would have been about a year ago, limited edition. Olive greens, bright green. It's pretty. I like it. I think I blogged about all of these at around the time they came out, but no, sadly you won't be able to find that anymore, limited edition. And lastly, the RuPaul eyeshadow in Blue Bayou, mineral eyeshadow from that Glamazon kit, where I went all drag queen on you guys, and I used like yellow, blue, and pink eyeshadow, and this was the blue. I mean, it's bright, it's intense, but I've got a section of loose powder shadows, and that's where that one came out of. So, yay! That was interesting. That was really random. It always is, though, isn't it? This came out of the berry. I still organize my lipsticks by color. So if you're noticing that, that's what's going on there. Will you be taking time off from YouTube after Baby Belle is here? Yeah, a little bit. And what I'm thinking about is maybe having some videos in the can, so to speak, have some things kind of ready to go and waiting to be posted around that time. So there's still occasionally something coming out there. It probably won't be with the frequency that I am right now, but just to kind of, you know, stay out there somewhat. But I really want to just take some time to be with the baby. And of course, I mean, I intend to do that throughout my motherhood, but and there will be, you know, it'll all hit that time where the multitasking has to really go into effect. But right after the baby's born, yeah, I want to just take some time and really soak that all up, you know. Do you have a favorite set of Miss Adoro lashes? I think I've only tried a couple of those, so no, I'm not really sure. Where can I get those Alex drawers you were talking about, the ones right behind you? They are from IKEA, I-K-E-A, and they've got these tall ones that are the 9 drawers, and then they've got like wider ones that are what are they, 6 drawers, and so they're definitely something that works well for makeup storage, I think, but some people kind of are like, oh, it's another YouTuber who's using the IKEA drawers, but I tell you, I used plastic drawers for years and years, and this is so much better than that, and there's just not a lot of things out there. I mean, you may run across the random find at a flea market or a garage sale, and you're like, oh, this is perfect for makeup, but as far as something that you can get multiples of and really stock up on and recommend to someone that they'd actually be able to find, like, these drawers are really kind of where it's at for me. Are you familiar with Northern Illinois? Taylor, I kind of am. Pup used to live up there. Oh, thank you so much. I was the first beauty channel she ever checked out. And now she's obsessed, she says. Bridget says, this is embarrassing, but I don't know how to apply blush. What are your thoughts? Medium to deep skin? Do not be embarrassed. Some people might say I apply blush wrong, so there's so many ways to think about it. But the way I like to apply blush is to use a blush brush, and, you know, like an angled blush brush is nice to use sometimes, or you might use something even a little bit fuller. But something you're going to find is that blushes come in all kinds of varied intensities. There are some blushes that you really have to work hard and like really get the product off of it, and you find yourself swirling your brush in it a lot to pick up anything. And you can kind of tell this by just putting your finger on the product, right? Like you can swatch something and be like, okay, that's not a lot right there. I'm going to have to use a little more. And then there are things like this one that I used today from Coastal Scents where I just dab into it and I've got a lot. So let's start there because this is the trickier one of the two. So I would say I go into this product one time. Look how much. Tap off the excess. And then I'm like, wow, still looks like there's some product on there. If you're kind of scared of the blush, I'm a little scared of this blush, plus I'm already wearing some, give it a dab on your hand. And then you just, you know, dust it off some more. And then I like to go for the outer part of the apple of my cheek. Right around our nose is where a lot of people tend to have redness naturally, you know, right around the nostrils and in here. This is something, you know, many people go to efforts to actually conceal redness there. So why put your blush too close in here? I like to go right out here. Some people like to smile when they put on blush. I think that you don't have to smile if you're kind of familiar with your face and where to put it. But sometimes what I like to do is move my lips so my cheek pops out a little bit more. You know what I mean? Like, here's my face resting. There I'm seeing it more. So I go the outer part of the apple, start small, and then blend outward. Mally would call that the cinnamon bun approach. So you're starting inward, you're diffusing it outward, and then going up a little bit. And so that's how I would apply blush. And it's looking bright because, well, I already had blush on. But that's what I would go for. Small circles to bigger circles, and then lift. Lift up with the excess. And then maybe you're like, okay, that looks too much. I look like I've applied too much blush. Take your face powder, whatever it may be. There's a little mineralized skin finish. Go right over it. Calm it down. And then you're thinking, hey, maybe I look powdery. Can you tell I've done this a few times? I've run into this situation a few times. Hit yourself with some sort of setting spray, and now you're dewy and glowy again. So there's some blush. Blush 101. How long did it take for you to build your YouTube channel? Well, Lauren, I just kind of started it and like let it go. I mean, my channel was not, I could never point to a time where I felt like it blew up overnight or anything like that. It's just been consistency. I've been doing this for a long time. Like, I think of 2008 was a year I really got into it. Late 2007, but mainly into 2008. I think of that as being the time when I really was posting my first real makeup videos. And so I don't know. I like to think that it's in a continual state of growing and new people finding it and stuff like that, because that's what my numbers would lead me to believe, like as far as subscribers, views, things like that. So I think I mean, how long did it take to get to where I am now? You know, it took me that amount of years from like late 2007 to now. But I just, once again, it wasn't like I was working toward having some kind of becoming some kind of overnight success story, because I'm not. I just make videos consistently. I don't have a lot of gaps between them, and I really, really like what I do, and I just keep doing it. And I'm so grateful that anybody wants to take any amount of time out of their day to sit down and watch something that I have to say. Like, that really, that has not gotten past me after these years. Like, if anything, I'm more blown away by it, more appreciative of it, because there are some people out there who have been with me from the absolute start, and the fact that any of them are still around absolutely blows my mind. So thank you so much. And if you're new to my channel, thank you for finding me now. I'm equally, you know, thankful for you. What website were you talking about? The lip paints? Those LA Girl Glazed, it's called Lady Moss, LADYMOSS, and they sell a lot of false eyelashes. I think that's like the name Lady Moss. That's where that came from. Thank you so much, Marie. Thank you. What age would you let Belle wear makeup? I don't know. I've honestly not thought about that. Is that surprising? Oh, Pup's here. Hi, Pup. Sorry I hadn't seen your comment. What age? What age is appropriate? I don't know. Junior high sometime? Although I'm all for just some playtime, you know. If she wants to dig in at a young age and just, you know, paint her face just for the heck of it, I'm cool with that. Oh, we have the same middle name. Cool. Gosh, it's almost 10:30, you guys. Have you ever used the Fall Festival palette from Coastal Scents? If you have, did you like it? Okay, if I recall, that palette has like some blues, some golds, like some neutrals, and then some deep colors in it. That's a pretty palette. I have not thought about that in a while. I liked it, but I need to bust it out again. I don't know that I've done anything where I've actually shown looks with it, unless maybe it was on like a blog face of the day. So thanks for bringing that up. It's on my radar again now. And Margaret St. Clair, catching up on BB Live. I too struggle with melasma. I've been seeing a dermatologist for several years for it. Love a video with your experience, tips, no makeup look that still covers. Good idea. Yeah, I mean, sometimes I wonder if, like, are there not a lot of people who deal with this? But it's good to know that there are some other people who, you know, I'm not the only one who's dealt with it. Because it's a thing, you know, like it's a tough thing to cover up. Hi, Francie. Francie, I just wrote you a letter. A little like thank you note will be coming to your house very soon. I don't forget a name like Francie Toof. Thank you so much, by the way. Thank you. Michael's Craft has dupes for the Alex drawers. Okay, that's from Christy. What do the drawers look like on the inside? They just look white. I mean, I've got some. Let me see if I can pull my laptop over. The drawer. Can you see that? Maybe not. Here, let me if I tip it. Ah! There you go. It's all white on the inside, and that's basically it. It'll be whatever you want to do as far as like putting in dividers and stuff. Like I used a lot of these baskety things. So this is a drawer with a lot of powders in it. So another thing you'll find is that your top 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 drawers are more shallow, and then your lower ones are a little bit deeper. So like I'm able to stand up foundation bottles in my lower ones, but my top ones are more like blushes and bronzers and compact type things. But yeah, really, really have totally enjoyed those. Tool chest for makeup, tackle boxes are good, yeah. Oh, hi, Wild Irish Rose. I'm glad you're back. Are you feeling okay? Is your tailbone hurting? It's gotten better. It's improved definitely. Like that was what 2.5, well, almost 3 weeks ago that I fell on the stairs, and I'm not gonna lie, I can still feel it, but I can sit like before. It was a little painful just sitting. You know, and now, I mean, I can sit without pain. It's a little touchy. I feel it when I stand up, but it's the best thing for me to do is to not sit for too long of periods of time. So, like, if I'm editing, I make myself get up, walk around, or whatever. But I can tell a definite improvement. I really can. Getting in and out of the car had been kind of painful for a while, and that's gotten to a lesser extent a little bit now recently, so I can tell it's improving. But I mean, I really took a tumble there, and I don't think I've ever, even in my cheerleading days, I don't think I've ever really. I'd fallen on my butt multiple times in cheerleading, but never had any kind of lasting, like, you know, type of effect as I've had falling down the stairs. And if anybody missed that story, please don't freak out. It wasn't like I had a big rolling tumble down the stairs, but I went but like down 3 of them. Were the IKEA drawers hard to assemble? Tyler assembled these, and he did not think it was hard. He found that it was, especially if you get multiple units of these, or just doing, you know, I mean, there's a lot of drawers in one. He's like, once you figure out how to do one of the drawers, it's a matter of repeating it, you know, for the others. And he did not seem to think it was a problem. I asked to help, by the way, but then he's like, I think it'll be faster if I just do it. I said, honestly, you're probably right. Have you or Tyler been watching the World Cup? We were watching when USA was in it. Actually, that was Tuesday of last week, I believe, was their game, their last game that they ended up having. And that was when Kaylee and Jonathan were coming through town and staying with us, so we were all watching that. And then it got super stormy, and the satellite dish went out for, like, I guess, one of the goals that happened, and it was all like, oh no, what are we missing? Oh, Katie's watching from Peoria. Hello. I know exactly where that is. Anna wants to start a YouTube channel. Any advice on what camera to use? I think there are lots of different great cameras that are out there, because I've used a couple that I've really liked. My favorite that I've got right now is the Canon Vixia HF S200. It's not new. I've had it for over 2.5, going on 3 years now, and it's been great for me. But one thing I think you want to look out for if you're thinking about doing beauty-related videos is a camera that gives you a flip-around screen, because then you're going to see what you're shooting. If you're shooting yourself doing something, talking to the camera, you'll be able to make sure you're in the shot. So I think that's really important. I also like that mine has a touch screen on that flip around screen. So with that, I'm able to like go in, and with my memory card in there, I can delete things that I've already gone and put into my computer. You know, it's just real quick like that. But some people, some viewers, sometimes I think they think, not that they think we've got a whole massive camera crew around here, but it's like they'll get on people for looking slightly off to the side sometimes. And, you know, the YouTuber is looking at their screen. And I'm thinking, I don't have anybody else in this room to tell me, yeah, you're in the shot, or yeah, that product's in focus or anything. So I have to look over there at times. So it's a, you know, all in all, it's a good thing because you're going to be able to shoot videos by yourself and know that you are centered up in the shot and that your stuff is coming through in focus and that sort of thing. So don't feel bad about that. I'm sorry. Eek. I know this has been frozen for a long time. Hi, Margaret. Maddie. Chris is here. Hello, hello. The PJ Mommy, like the angle I'm filming at right now? Good, thank you. Random question, do you do your everyday makeup in your makeup room? If so, do you find that it takes you longer to get ready? I get distracted in a pretty room like that. Yeah, this is where I do my makeup every day, regardless of whether I'm shooting a video or not. This is where all my stuff is. I do take a while. You know, I can start taking a very long time sometimes. So I'm like, do I want to do this palette or this palette, or, you know, and I'm almost always in a state of trying something new out. So, yeah, I love doing my makeup in here. I would hate to, you know, be in this house and do my makeup anywhere but here. I'm a nanny to a 1.5-year-old, and she loves lip gloss. It's one of our daily routines. That's so cute. That's cute. Heina says house tour. Still getting some things together, and still not totally sure if that's something I'm going to do or not. Just because I don't know. I don't know if I want to do a full tour of. Again, get a full tour of my house and then like learn all the different ways I should have done things according to everyone who watches. I don't consider myself one who is really into interior design and stuff like that. Like, I like it. I like pretty things on the walls, and I like, you know, all that stuff, but I don't know that I have a lot of advice to share on it, and I worry that it's just going to get, you know, I don't know. You guys know. How would you feel, you know, like sharing your whole house online with the world? I'm kind of sketchy on it. Certain rooms, you know, maybe here and there. I don't know. Maybe if I started vlogging more, you'd just start seeing more. That's a possibility as well. Or maybe it's just I just kind of feel that way because there's still so much to be done, you know, like we've got a whole room kind of in the front part of our house, like a kind of an entryway type of open room, and it's like nothing is done there yet. It's how long is it going to take me to get all that together? I feel like I've got so far to go, like my bedroom's not all the way done yet, and maybe right now it just seems like it's a long way off, and once it starts to come together, I won't feel so overwhelmed. You know what I'm saying. Bella's due on my birthday, says Allison. Yay! Any bets as to whether she'll come on time? September 17th is the date. Do we think she'll come on that day? Will she come early? Will she come later? Have you seen the pics where people draw horrible eyebrows on babies? They are hilarious. I don't think I've seen them on babies, but I've seen them on dogs, where people draw the thick, highly arched brows on dogs' faces. So funny. Updated Milani favorites video. Well, something that it's kind of like that, Stephanie, would be my Milani One Brand tutorial. It wasn't too long ago that I did that, but it kind of, like, a lot of things that I really like come out of that, and also the things that I don't like so much, it all gets mentioned. So, yep. This is very random, but do any of you have any helpful tips on how to get through getting blood drawn? Never had it done, but my body doesn't react well to things like that, so I want to be prepared. And I know if I want to be pregnant one day, I will have plenty of blood work done, so I want to get tips now. That's a good question, because I don't really like getting my blood drawn, and I was told the first time I did it that, like, my veins were hard to find or something, but they still had no problem. They still ended up getting it on their first try at it, you know, going right in here. But I would say relax and try to take your mind out of it. Like, don't look at what I never want to look right at what somebody's doing there. Like, look out if there's somebody there with you. Start talking to them. Start talking to the person. Maybe the person who's, you know, taking your blood strikes up a conversation, and, you know, let yourself get into another type of thing, because it will probably be done before you know it. And just don't let yourself get too hyped up about it. If you know it's going to be happening, if you got an appointment and you know it's going to be happening, try not to let yourself, like, dwell on it or think about it, because all you got to do is just be there. It's their job. They'll take care of you. They'll get your blood. You don't have to do anything but just sit there. So just stay calm and try to get your mind off it, and try to, like, talk to somebody else. Like, for example, here's a big overshare, but getting your pap smears done, you know, like those yearly appointments, if you're on birth control, you know, and they've got to do your pap test. And I always found that in those situations, the doctor, the nurse practitioner, whoever was doing it, it was like we'd be in a conversation about something really random, like lip balm, like, or something. and before I knew it, the thing was done, and it totally took the awkwardness away when you were just, it's like nobody was even talking about it, just talk about something else. And everybody's mind, or, well, probably not the person who was doing it, mind was taken off of it, but everybody else was. So, I don't know. Strike up a conversation with somebody nearby. That's my advice. It's always funny, though, when you go in for those kinds of things and the people are like, oh, yeah, I watch your videos. And you're just laying there. Or it was like, you know, I watched you on the news, and you're laying there getting probed. It can be awkward if you let it, but just don't let it be awkward. Just talk and just, you know, don't even worry about it. Oh, Miss Cy Jackson. You should try the Cookies and Cream collection for Essence. Their shadows are way more pigmented and smoother texture. Thank you. Thank you so much. And you're so nice. Thanks for your sweet, sweet words there. Sorry if you've answered this, but any new food cravings? Really, really wanted some York peppermint patties. Ate like 2, 3 of them, and was good. Like, I don't even feel like I want to eat any of those today, you know? But I got a whole bag of them yesterday. How many years do you want between Belle and your future kids? I don't know, not too many, because I'm 30. But I don't know, maybe a couple. I don't know. Then again, I mean, I hope it's such a big picture thing. Like, you could talk all you want about it, but who knows what your body's going to do by that time, and whatever. But that would be what I would hope, I guess. You guys are so nice to me. Thank you so much. Family McKee, damaged tailbone. Even now, 10 years later, it will act up sometimes. Oh, yikes. A couple times a year, it might bother. Yeah, I could see that, but hopefully, I mean, that sounds not too bad still, all things considered. A couple times a year, it annoys me. I guess I can do that. Well, guys, thank you so much for being on here and chatting with me today. And I hope I was able to answer a lot of questions that you had. And if not, I'm sorry if I missed it. But I feel like did a lot of makeup talk today. Oh, gosh, everything must have been delayed a little bit because people are now talking in response to the house tour. Yeah, I'm planning to do, I mentioned this earlier, but I'm planning to do kind of a nursery, like, in stages type of thing. Like, once we get our furniture in there, do a little update. I want to show, like, the progress of that room. I think it'll be fun because it's a very interesting room. You'll see it. It's not, this is kind of a standard shaped room. The ceilings are different in the other room. It's like it's a totally different feel, you know? And so I wanted to kind of show how we were pulling that together. Are you in St. Louis still? I've never been in St. Louis. I'm actually like about 2 hours southeast of St. Louis, like southern Illinois is where I am. Hubby's in the military. You're in a small town 3 hours west. Okay, I'm picturing where that is. Would love to visit St. Louis. Sights to see, restaurants to eat at. I like the Laclede's Landing area, Michelle. Like if you are going out for like a night out, there's tons of fun little places down there, and that's like right down by the river in St. Louis, riverfront area. If you go to a Cardinals game and you want somewhere fun to hang out afterwards, there's a fun little bar called Sundeckers too. That's also down by the river. I've only gone down there after it's been a couple years since I've been to a Cards game, but after a Rams game, I know it's really fun. Like there's a one-man band in there and people are dancing around and it's just a good old time. That was where I had the last hurrah prior to the pregnancy. But where else is fun around there? I don't know. I like going to the Galleria Mall, which is kind of not in the St. Louis like downtown city area, but I think Clayton is the area where that is. A really nice mall. Maybe that gets you started. All right. Yes, Joanna, I can see that. I think this is a lot of people's first time here doing a hangout thingy, but thank you so much. I feel like I've taken so much of so much of the morning now. It's 10 till 11, and I don't want to take any more of your time up, but Linda Webb says, blood draw, turn your head, take some slow, deep breaths, and talk to whomever is with you or the tech doing it. Good advice. Linda knows. Linda knows. Oh, drink water before they take blood, says Emily. It's easier to find your veins if you do. Good tip. Oh yeah, more people saying drinking lots of water. Excellent. Take a deep breath with the initial stick and don't look and find your happy place. Yeah, I really think just chatting with whoever's around will calm you down. Really will. Well, thank you guys again for your time, and I hope you had a great Fourth of July last week, and I hope you have a good weekend coming up. I will report back on what happens at this childbirth class I'm taking all day on Saturday, and I may just snap a few video clips if I feel it's appropriate. Or at least some pictures maybe here and there, but that's going to be a lot of fun. So I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you for all your kindness. Thank you for, I love when somebody asks a question on here and, everybody answers and helps, and I think this is just the neatest thing. So have a great rest of your weekend. I love you guys. I appreciate you so much, and I will talk to you again next time. Bye.